All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting into game number 3 right now as we moving into another tough decision here for this drafting stage against Soup. I picked Ghost Lake. I think this was a mistake. I don't think I should have picked Ghost Lake here. My thought here was that Soup has got two quite strong Ghost Lake gods, Hades and Thor. I have got one really good god to fight against both Hades and Thor inside of Odin. So my thought was, okay, I can pick Ghost Lake and I can try and snipe Hades or Thor with my Odin. This was a mistake. Why is it a mistake? Well, he's got Fushi and he's got Shenong. Both of these gods are also good on Ghost Lake, which basically means I've got, when I'm looking at it, when I'm actually picking, my plan was to pick Odin here, and I'm looking at his gods going, oh, rubbish. If he goes Fushi or Shenong, I'm going to have a really tough time. And I'm looking at my other gods going, well, I guess I could pick Poseidon. Poseidon has got a okay time against Fushi and Shenong. We can play a defensive game and hope for 2 gold mines and try and drag it out into some sort of a late game sort of idea with Poseidon. Maybe we can win. But then if he picks Hades there or Thor, I'm going to have a really rubbish time. So I'm like basically 50-50 on my god pick here. I also go, well, what about Freyr? Freyr's pretty good into Hades. Is he good into Fushi or Shenong on this map? Maybe. He's good into Thor, I think. But I go, well, but I really want Freyr for Midgard. What am I going to pick on Midgard? Well, I got Loki for Midgard, but then what happens if he gets Fushi on Midgard? I'm having a very, very tough time picking my god on this one. So yeah, I think I made a bit of a blunder here picking Ghost Lake. I think I should have gone in for Midgard at this point, and I would have had a much more like simple pick, and we just go with it, and it would have been much simpler. But at this point, I roll the dice. I pick Odin, and Soup picks. He picks Fushi. I forgot to hit this button. He picks Fushi. So basically, I did come up with a theory craft here for this matchup. If you guys don't know, I've had some really bad time dealing with Fushi, dealing with Shenong in practice. I practice live on stream. Everyone gets to come out and see it. So it's no secret that I've been struggling against this Civ, and well, it's not struggling is an interesting word. I play random, so I get to play all of the really rubbish matchups quite a bit because everyone else is practicing their good gods and stuff, and then they play this god into me, or they play random. They oblige me and also play random, and we get some interesting matchups. And I've played quite a bit of Norse versus Fushi or Norse versus Shenong, and it's really tough if the Fushi or Shenong player goes through Chi Yao. This is very tough. So I basically come up with in like theory crafting and stuff, and I jumped into like some skirmish things to see exactly how it would work, and I did some testing off stream, and I came up with an idea. Right? My idea was, okay, if I'm eating hunt underneath my town center, and I can build a defensive fortification here that if my opponent enters with their Yahtzee, I'll be able to kill them, basically. If he wants to come in here, I'll be able to kill them. He might get a villager, but at least I'll kill the myth units, right? So my game plan here is very simple. I'm going to try and get as many goats as I possibly can off of my initial run around. I'm going to be eating all these boars underneath my town center. I'm going to try and advance quick here such that I don't have to deal with early pioneer harass, which is also something which Fushi can and Shinon can do really, really well. And I'm gonna build my base in a very specific way. So I'm building a temple here. I'm gonna build a either a wall, houses, or a great hall here, and I'm also going to build a great hall over on this side. And this is going to basically mean that my villagers are going to be able to chop here, and my gold is going to be here, and I'm going to be able to build around this way. So if Soup wants to jump in here, he's going to have to deal with Herser that are going to be standing in on this spot. That's my basic idea, right? So that's my. I don't know how else to say it. That's my basic idea. I get a decent advance time, roughly the same time as Soup here. We're gonna build our house. We get our wall. I regret this. This probably should have been a great hall here. Basically should have been a great hall. Or the walls should have gone out a little further. Would have allowed the Yahtzer to dive in, but this doesn't protect me against Fire Archer or Pioneer. So if I get into a bit of a bind, he's going to be able to harass my stuff. Unfortunately, I was not paying attention to my hunt here, and I killed the hunt out onto this side. This was not part of the plan. I wanted to sort of great hunt here on the boar. You can great hunt one boar and get 800 food, I believe. I could be wrong on that. Pretty sure you can get 800 food. But anyways, so I'm going to great hunt my one boar that's left. But I want it to be underneath the town center here. It's fine. Anyways, we get our great hall up. And this is we've now starting to set this position. It can send our Valkyrie to go and raid. I've spotted his wood villagers over here. So my idea is to go immediately around. And we're going to start harassing this. This is my plan. I'm going to keep on harassing this. Whenever he sends in units, I'm going to send in my Valkyrie. That's my basic plan. And we get our great hall up. I'm building all these Herser to deal with the Yahtzer. He also got himself the lions, which is not ideal considering we're already in a little bit of trouble here in this matchup. So he gets a nice little boost. I did get a little bit of favor from bashing him away here. And now we get our longhouse up. And now our wood and our gold is somewhat defensive. He does bring the Yahtzer around on both sides, and I'm trying to bring my guys in. He dives forward, and I garrison because my units weren't out in time, and he gets out. But we're also in his main base, killing some stuff here. I think I got a villager, actually. Also, I didn't mention this, but I also had a fair amount of idle time on my town center for no good reason. I think it's just too busy trying to sort out my stuff here. And if he wants to dive in here, go for it. If he wants to dive in, he doesn't. I think he wanted to. I think he wanted to dive in there, but the Yahtzer bugged out. I would have sacked a villager. I would have killed off the Yahtzer there. So that's, I don't know if he wanted to or not, but nonetheless, we're okay now. I've got my Herser patrolling away onto this spot. The Yahtzer coming through yet again. I'm like, okay, he's not going to dive me under my town center, right? Oh, no, he's going to dive me under my town center. Okay, so I lost a villager. Okay, so he will dive me under my town center. All right, so, and he didn't take any damage. Okay, so I got nothing done. We dropped Forest Fire. Still trying to pick off a villager here. I managed to get one villager, and then we are out of HP and we have to bail. So my Valkyrie is now done. My raids are now done. I can't really do anything more with that. I got to pull back and heal. He's going to charge in and threaten to attack my villagers underneath my town center yet again. Trying to get more Herser out here to defend. He comes back in. I got to retreat back. And he comes over, picks off my dwarf because my Herser were busy building. And he gets out, takes no damage. Cool. I'm really, really enjoying this game right now. And my Herser now go back to defense, but I mean, I need to defend this and this, At the moment, I'm behind by four villages. He's coming back in. I know he doesn't have the special for just a little bit, but still, nope, never mind. He's got the special. My villagers didn't all go back into the thing, and he retreats back out. Doesn't take any damage, basically. I lost another villager for nothing. Okay, fantastic. I go, all right, well, what's next? I've got to get another Valkyrie out to heal my Valkyrie so I can go back and raid him. The way that this patch works is you basically can't raid with anything. Oh, and now the Yarts come back in, and I have to bail on my building here. I charge my Hearser out. Oh, I got a couple of shots. Oh, no. He dived onto my Hearser. He took a shot and then didn't take another shot after it. Because the Yarts are so quick that my Hearser are too slow here to get away. Okay, so we're still only behind by 4 villages. Fine, no worries. Watchtowers to come up now as we're going to be able to get a little bit of damage onto his halberdier and protect my temple here so that my gold mine can be somewhat safe. I got a whole bunch of things. The fire archers are also able to target this down because my tower wasn't in a good enough position to defend this. So I have to pull off the gold mine, and now my villagers are spread out, and I have to somehow defend my wood line here, my gold mine back here, my food over here, and I still haven't managed to pick off a single Yartser. I've gotten one down to somewhat low HP, and now we can send our Valkyries, and I got 2 Valkyries. Now this is my opportunity to get something done, right? I got 2 Valkyries out. I can get into the base, and I can start really getting some damage done, because this is scary for China, right? They have really slow heroes. They can't really deal with this all too well, right? That's my sort of thought. I pick off a villager. Fantastic. I'm going to search around. What else is there? Nothing. Okay, we're just going to pull back out, and we're going to sort of regroup elsewhere and try and harass. I got my Raven over here doing some things. Pull back a little bit. Oh, the Yarts come in. Oh, he dives in onto my Valkyrie. My Valkyrie here charges into the... Oh, okay, so I lost my Valkyrie. Okay, so the Chinese army does have an answer to my Valkyries. He's got the Yarts. My bad, I forgot. Let me retreat the Valkyrie back into my main base. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm pretty salty at the moment. I'm pretty salty about this unit here. And now he's going to come into my main base. He snipes the villager, but it's fine. He doesn't have to come into my main base. He can kill it without needing to go in here. That's fine. Not like I didn't run the villager before he attacked either. So yeah, there was some counterplay there from my side. Okay, so now I'm at 50. I'm at 50 military. Okay, great. So we're actually in an okay place. So 50 military. I got a decent amount of guys. I got good heroes to kill off his Yartser for the main fight. The Yartsers aren't that great at brawling, right? So if we can take a fight somehow relatively soon, we might be able to be okay. Maybe. But, maybe I need to get some more raids because I've lost a lot of villages, right? I've lost a lot of villages. So, okay, we've got 2 Valkyrie. We've got the raiding cavalry. So I guess we're going to send those out. I sent 3 raiding cavalry out to look for a raid here because, you know, that's what you should probably do. You want to distract the... Oh, he dives in, gets more damage onto my Valkyrie. Oh, okay, fantastic. We're going to get houses up. He's charging forward. Our raiding cavalry are ready to dive in here, but I need to wait for the opportunity. I decide now is the time to go. He's got crenellations in and watchtowers. I don't really know that. He turns and shanks. I take a butt ton of damage because I can't raid with these guys because, you know, he's got crenellations on the towers and there's no way for me to do anything. Fantastic. Okay, so the raids was a terrible idea, and I realized that, so I'm going to go, okay, let's retreat back home. Okay, I'm going to try and pull my raiding cavalry all the way back home. I've decided that, you know, raiding's not going to be on the cards for me with these guys for the time being. Oh, and the Yarts come through and snipe down a raiding cavalry on the back. Another one to go down over here as well, because, you know, these guys, doesn't matter that they've only got 5.5 speed. They're able to come in and snipe my guys. Okay, fantastic. So I lost some more military. That's fine. We're still okay militarily speaking. I just need to take a good fight here, right? And then maybe we can force Soup out of his base and we might be able to actually get some kills. Okay, so he is over here. I see his army and I go, fantastic. The Yarts are off in the middle of nowhere. Let's try and engage, take a good fight here and see if we... No, the Yarts are back. Okay, we charge forward. I got to throw an axeman to take down the things. He casts lightning weapons. Oh, okay, I have to run. Okay, he picks off all my dudes. My Hearser get over onto the Yahtzer. I'm finally able to kill them off. Some pretty poor micro from Soup here to lose all of those Yahtzer there. He could have just run them, but he loses all of those. Nonetheless, after lightning weapons, all my units are dead. My economy is in a incredibly terrible position right now, and I go, well, at least I killed off the Yahtzer, right? If he wants to keep building them, his economy is going to suffer because he can't make Quail food, right? That's my thoughts. Okay, so fantastic. I killed off a bunch, and he used lightning weapons, so that's great. So the next fight I take should have some opportunity here to win that next fight. So, okay, I killed off a bunch of Yahtzer, which means I should be able to get out onto the map and maybe hit a raid because he's not going to be able to come in, stop my raiding cavalry, right? That easily. He's got halberdiers. He's charging into my main base, so fantastic. I've got a couple of heroes here to defend. I got my towers to prevent him from doing all too much here. Did I get crenellations? I don't have crenellations yet, but I mean, he doesn't have any cavalry, so is it really much point in me grabbing it? Probably. But anyways, I'm not paying attention to my army there, so I lose a couple of units for free. Can't afford to do that at this moment. I'm searching over here. I find some hunt to get some favor. At the moment, I probably should have sent my raiding cavalry into Soup's base while he was harassing my longhouse here. Still got a little bit of gold on the back. Still got these berries here. They're almost done. Farms to come up potentially as well. I don't know why these berserks are here, but I guess berserks versus halberdiers makes some sense. And yeah, we're catching up on military for the time being. I run into Soup's base, hoping that there's some villagers on this wood line. There's not. I come over here. He turns around. He shanks with the guys. I lose a raiding cavalry. I don't even kill a village. I lose 3 raiding cavalry. I don't even pick off a gatherer. So yeah, the towers are doing their job right there. That's fantastic. And okay, following this on, where to next? I got a lot of food in the bank. Fantastic. If I got a temple up, I can make some more Valkyrie if I want. I'm going to get myself Thundering Hooves, get my raiding cavalry feeling a little bit more quick so that they can do something. I got eyes on this position over here. My military is kind of getting close here to take a fight, right? So I'm going to get more buildings up. I obviously don't know that my military is close here, but if he's going to go to the next stage, potentially we can, you know, take a fight if he goes for Golmang, which he is. So at this point, I go, okay, if he goes Golmang, we're just going to run forward and take a fight immediately, and hopefully we can get a good trade. At this point, that's kind of like, okay, so I see that. There's some Yahtzer over here. They are going to absolutely erase my raiding cavalry, so I have to pull back. He's sending more things in. Going to get more buildings up. I need to secure this gold mine as well. I'm going to send my raiding cavalry out to potentially hit this gold mine over here. He's putting walls up over here. And I did miss that. And I turn around. His Yahtzer are coming into my main base while this is all going on. I'm not paying attention because I have to pay attention to these guys. I pull my raiding cavalry back. He snipes villagers underneath my town center yet again. And then just retreats out without taking any damage. And I say, screw this, I'm out. So, yeah. To be completely honest, I could have played this game a little better. I had idle time in my town center. But the amount of work I put in to try and limit the damage of these Yahtzer here with building placement, with Hearser placement, and the fact that he's diving my town center, killing villagers and taking no damage. Meanwhile, my Valkyrie and his main base, you know, that didn't last very long, right? I just can't. I can't with this. I can't with these units. These things are not well designed at all. I don't want to make this about complaining. I hate that I'm doing this, but this is not a well designed unit. It isn't fun to play against. And to be completely honest, I don't think it's fun to use either. You're not even having to think about what your opponent's doing. You just go, oh, there's a villager there. Let me jump onto it and then run away. Like, you don't even, there's no like way to dissuade this. The only way that you lose this unit basically is if you misplay, right? Because it's got 5.5 speed. The only units that can chase this down is Atalanta She's the only hero in the classical age that can actually chase these units down, but it doesn't matter because they can dive away from the Atalanta as well, and then have some halberdier or something to, or units to like say get away from me, right? So yeah, that's the only unit you're really scared of. Achilles somewhat scared of, but it's 5.5 speed itself, so can't as soon as the arts dash away, you can't really catch it. What else? The obviously Egyptian is fine because you're gonna, if you want to dive in, you're gonna take a pharaoh hit or two, so you actually take some damage because it's ranged, right? If you're playing as China, I mean, it's got 65% pierce armor, so you're building pioneers to try and kill it. It's ranged at the very least, but still, it's got a base pierce armor of 857. Then you add on the tech. I don't get to see it. I'm pretty sure this has got. Hang on, I need to just double check this right here. I could be wrong on this. Yeah, this thing gets extra 15% hit points from Son of Long. And yeah, I mean, if you grab the Shenong tech as well, you get an extra 15% hit points. So you get an extra 30% hit points on this thing. So it actually becomes a bit of a tank. So not only is it a sniping unit, it's also a tank, and it's also an anti-myth unit. Specialist as well, because it's got what is this? It's 15 plus 20. So it's doing 35 damage on the special times 3. And that's hack damage. So it's a bit of a ridiculous unit. I thought I had a shot here, to be completely honest, with the building positioning. I think if I played this one better, maybe, just maybe, I would have been okay. But it's just so many landmines I have to get over in this one. You got lightning weapons. You got to be really, really careful against these halberdiers, because as soon as they touch one of them, the cavalry is dead. So you can't get close to them. In the fight, you have to deal with fire archers, which are going to be killing your Hersers. I don't even want to build Herser. I want to get to the heroic age and make Godi, but that's really, really tough as well. But yeah, we tried. This is well played by Soup. He knew exactly what to do, obviously, and he executed it really well. So no discredit to him. He played this one really, really well, and he did everything correct. Like maybe even too correct to some degree. He, like played it really, really well, and I guess maybe the only thing he probably should have done here is, instead of going for forest protection, going for Nubar or something. I don't know if the forest protection would have helped him at all, to be honest. In this one, if he goes for this one, he can drought and then just kill my entire base immediately with Tao Tier. Like, these things are pretty strong as well, but it realistically didn't matter. And yeah, so sorry for the negativity in this one. This game was a frustrating one for me. I must admit, I shook it off pretty well. I kind of knew what I was getting into, and I knew that it was going to be tough. So we'll get into game number 4, and it's going to be a bit of a firecracker game. It was really, really fun. But yeah, looking forward to the next one. Hope you guys enjoy.